Hello, Region 2B family. I just wanted to shoot out a video update. Every month I do written updates for the members, for leaders, so you can understand what's happening in the region. I want to start supplementing them with these videos for the folks who either don't want to read or maybe just like to listen to what's happening while they're working. 2025, look, I think this is going to be an exciting and challenging year for us. For the region, we'll be moving into a new facility. If you didn't know, and sometime in 2023, I think it was around August, we had to shut our facility down. We got some results back. Found out it was an unhealthy work environment in there. There was mold in that building. So, look, I wasn't going to expose the people who work there to unsafe working conditions. This is what we fight for in plants every day. So I want to make sure they have a safe work environment. Now the new facility, right around the corner from the old one, same general area in Maumee, Ohio. Look, we're going to have 13 classrooms in there, negotiating, bargaining rooms. We'll be able to host over 300 folks with like sit down. This will be great for councils, advisories, any type of meetings or trainings for our members, for our leadership, elected, appointed. For anybody in the labor movement, we need to come together and learn and talk about what's important, moving organized labor forward. So real excited about that to get in there. More to come once we get closer to that. Last month, I wrote quite a bit about solidarity. Look, and solidarity, I say this all the time, it's not just a word. We don't say it because we like it. It's an action. And when I started my career at General Motors, the folks then told me that I had to stand up and be willing to get tossed, right? Get written up for the person next to me, my coworker, whether you like them or you don't like them. When the boss comes after one of us and they know we're not together, when we're not practicing solidarity, then they'll come for the next person and the next person and the next person. So I hope if you're out there and you work with people, we're not telling on each other, right? We're supporting each other. We're making sure that the guy or girl or whoever it is working next to us has our support, right? And we don't have to be friends. And part of this is about empathy too, understanding we need to put ourselves in other people's shoes, right? That in our workplace, that's extremely important, right? It's our livelihood. That's where we're working to make money. And make no mistake, your labor is the most valuable asset you have. Your time and your energy that you give to that company to make their profits, that's the most valuable thing you have, is your labor, right? And so we got to stick together, support each other. Look, corporations, companies, inside the workplace, outside the workplace, in our politics, right? In everything, they try to divide us. They want to make us enemies with each other, when in reality, we have way more in common than we don't. And look, regardless of your political affiliation, right? When you're at work, that's what we need to focus on if we want to remain strong and build power, is our working family and making sure we're supporting each other. It's all tied together. And it's about building power. And I got to tell you, the International Executive Board, we talk about this, and building power we've been focused on, right? Everybody on that board has been focused on it. A good example is what recently happened at Stellantis. Stellantis, we got great contract. You know, Carlos start reneging on what he agreed to on their contractual obligations. We put pressure on, right? Not me, not any one person, the membership at all these locations across the country filed their grievances, took their strike votes. That put pressure on the company to rethink their strategy, rethink their leadership, which worked, right? And now they're sitting at the table saying, okay, yeah, we're gonna do what we said we were gonna do. That's the power that we have as workers when we stick with each other and we stand together. There's nothing like it. So please recognize how important it is when you're at work. Your coworkers don't have to be your friends, but we got to support each other. Other thing are contracts. We've had We've had just a few I know passed over the last month. 1005 got a local agreement at the GM unit. Congratulations to the local bargaining team there and servicing rep Steve Framartino. Local 440, Bedford, Indiana. That's where the location I'm out of. Congratulations to the local bargaining team there and Tom Wright, servicing rep out of 2B. Great job. I was also able to go down to Haynes Track, local 1244. These guys recently got a contract. Look, it's a small unit. I think they got like 18% wage increase over just 3 years. And I think they're happy with it, right? And I want to make sure that they know I appreciate all their hard work in getting that contract, because none of it was easy, right? And I want to thank Dave Mason and Matt Collins, the servicing staff, for their support in getting that as well. The other thing I did this month in my monthly update was going the extra mile, right? And highlight a local that has really done a lot in their community, and that's Local 1219. I was talking to Jeff Adams recently, and he was telling me, about the ramps. 46 ramps they built last year for people with disabilities in their community. That's incredible, right? And they're going to be doing that again. The work they did with the veterans and food pantry, raising money through a car show, with some dealership, supporting that veterans food bank. They raffled off a 4-wheeler, helped buy a van for the food bank so these veterans can get food. This is going the extra mile. I thank you enough. I can't thank you enough, and appreciate everything you're doing in your community. And I want to do this every month, highlight a different local on what they're doing, because it's important. It should be recognized and celebrated. And people need to recognize that the UAW, we're not just fighting in our plants for our members. It's a big part of what we do. But it's also the service that we put back into these communities to help people who need help. So with that, appreciate you listening. I'm going to put a link to the written update. You guys want to read it? I've been doing these every month. I'm going to continue to do them. I hope you all have a great weekend. God bless you, and I'll see you next month. Thanks.